Great one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Seattle Seahawks. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Let's go get it right here. Come on.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Good. 12. There. Gotta go.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Tempo, baby. Let's go to work. Come on. 3 down. Hey. 14. 3 down. Hey. Shotgun.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Gotta go.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
Big jumbo. 12. Watch twist.
Penny, a first down carry. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. The 20. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal.
3 down. Great. Watch safety creeping. Hey.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise. And now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. After the run, Newton going to throw. His throw incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's 3rd and 5.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted.
Single. Gun. Single slot. 8. Back. 8. 58.
Now Newton on 3rd and goal. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Fourth down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Gano's kick is right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
18.
A handoff to Penny. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Being chased out left. Throw left side complete. It's Cole. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's a give to Penny. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step.
Let's go work. Let's go to work. Watch tight. Tight is right. Hey, be ready for one word. Be ready for one word. Tempo, tempo. Hey, hey. There.
On second down, here's Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. It put their defense in a really tough spot.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Hey. Express. Great.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Gun.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in position.
Great. Gun. Hey. Right there. 54 Mike.
To throw on second down is Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Look for signals. Watch the safety creek. Gotta go. Try it.
On first down, Procise. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before. Before he's out of bounds.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Spread left.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. Got some real estate inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 15. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Let's go. Shut it. 3 down. Tempo. 3 down. 12. Where you at? Who's that?
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that answer.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded.
Front left.
Wilson to throw on third down. Just keeping the play alive. And a big loss here as he's taken down. K1 Short in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. And Janikowski bangs it through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Let's rock now. Watch the screen. Gun. Hey. Gun. You got tight.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
20.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And this one is incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action. It's Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Gun. Great.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Newton. He's going to air one out. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
They fake the give. Newton eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And Gano's kick is right through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. The pitch goes to Penny. He's to the 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, a 23-yard run. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Janikowski good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 50, Newton. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a first down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now a first carry for the backup, Isaiah Crowell. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Out of the gun, Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Newton now to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal.
Hey, let's put them on the buses.
Again, Newton. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Gano's kick is right through. And that gets them back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Off play action. Newton. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this. But run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
20.
Now a play fake here on first down. And caught left side, Olsen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here we go. White 33.
Here's Newton now on second down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Panthers on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Gotta go.
A first throw now for the backup Roethlisberger. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And Gano's kick is right through. And they take the lead here by 2, 12-10. Another drive bogs down, but for the 4th time, they're able to escape with 3 points.
And this last one gives them the lead, so that's a good thing. And they've needed every one of these field goals. But it has to feel good to them to know that confidence is there. If we do bog down, they'll give us 3 points. That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive. And we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
go special. All go special.
He's going to get it running right. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Tempo, tempo.
On third and goal, Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's fourth.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
They don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Newton taking a shot for Samuel, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 70 yards. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed, near the goal line, a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Sponge. No. Run it. Check nickel. Hey.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 14,
run it. Gun. 18. Gotta go.
On 1st down, Wilson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Back now in Seattle, Washington. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll toss it to Petty. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, This intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On second down, Wilson. Flushed out right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cole. That goes for a gain of 31. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They go back to the ground now with Penny. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Run it. Hey.
Third and long. It's Wilson. It's caught. Block it. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
12. 19. Hey, check. 3 down. Gun.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. This is caught. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson taking it in. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the fourth. All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt.
Check 50.
This time Wilson will throw, and he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And the Panthers coming out now. So Newton and the Panthers come up now first and 10, just shy of the 30. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey. Check. Watch 54.
On second down, here's Newton. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. He's back to throw. And this is caught. He hits more. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 yards there and a first down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building.
4 down. Check. Great. No.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Last stop. Here we go. Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there.
Back to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Alert 3. Hey, get right down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Do some. Look at that.
Back to throw. Buying time to his left. Caught left side by Funchess. And he caught it up, and the Seahawks have recovered.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Front it. 3 down. Odd. Hey. 14.
They begin with a run by Penny. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
51's the mic. 12.
Again, it's Penny. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The Panthers are going to take another timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. The Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
51's Mike 51. Alert. 51. Hey, 0. Let's go, 14. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Hey.
Now Rashad Penny, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. As they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
See if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Now he's forced out right. And this one complete right side to Funchess.